Mental toughness is what separates those who dream from those who do. It's the difference between giving up and pushing through, between failure and triumph. And no one embodies mental toughness better than the Navy SEALs. But how do they do it? What makes a Navy SEAL so mentally unbreakable? To understand that, we're turning to Jocko Willink, a retired SEAL commander who's become a legend in the world of mental discipline and leadership. Jocko didn't just talk about toughness, he lived it. He led teams through the most grueling, high-stakes missions in Iraq, faced situations where lives were on the line, and came out stronger. And now he's dedicated his life to teaching others how to cultivate the kind of mental resilience that makes you unstoppable. Stick around because we're breaking down how you can develop Navy SEAL-level mental toughness with Jocko Willink as our guide. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join the Chad Guys Brotherhood. We're all about building strength, resilience, and an unbreakable mindset. Let's get into it. The first pillar of mental toughness: embrace extreme ownership. Jocko Willink's philosophy revolves around this concept, which means taking full responsibility for everything in your life. No excuses, no blaming others, just ownership. When Jocko was a SEAL commander, he knew that if a mission went wrong, it was on him, even if it was someone else's mistake. He didn't point fingers. He owned the outcome, learned from it, and made adjustments. This concept of accountability is about recognizing that you have control over your actions and decisions. In civilian life, most people are quick to blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck when things don't go their way. But Jocko teaches that to be mentally tough, you have to stop blaming external factors and start taking control. By owning your problems and your role in them, you empower yourself to fix them. When you take full accountability, you gain the power to change your situation and improve rather than being a victim of your circumstances. Own every outcome in your life, and you'll become stronger, more capable, and more resilient. Next up, discipline equals freedom. This is one of Jocko's most famous mantras, and it's the cornerstone of his philosophy. Most people think of discipline as something restrictive, but Jocko sees it as the path to ultimate freedom. Discipline in your daily habits, like waking up early, working out, and sticking to your goals, gives you the freedom to live life on your own terms. Think about it. If you're disciplined with your fitness, you have the freedom to enjoy an active, healthy life. If you're disciplined with your finances, you have the freedom to make choices without financial stress. Jocko wakes up at 4:30 a.m. every day and posts a photo of his watch on social media as a reminder to his followers. Discipline is non-negotiable. It's what keeps you sharp, strong, and resilient. Most guys give in to comfort. They skip workouts, sleep in, and procrastinate, thinking they'll find happiness in the easy path. But Jocko shows us that true happiness and freedom come from the discipline to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline isn't about being rigid. It's about creating a framework that gives you the strength and resilience to thrive. Start with one discipline in your life. Maybe it's waking up early, exercising daily, or sticking to a strict schedule. Commit to it for 30 days, no matter what. When you build discipline, you're training your mind to be tougher and more resilient. Another critical part of mental toughness is learning to embrace the suck. SEAL training is designed to push you to your limits, both physically and mentally. It's cold, it's painful, and it's exhausting. But Jocko and his fellow SEALs learned to embrace the discomfort. They didn't just tolerate it, they found a way to thrive in it. Why? Because discomfort is where growth happens. Most people spend their lives avoiding discomfort. They look for shortcuts, easy options, and ways to stay in their comfort zone. But mental toughness is forged in the fire of adversity. Jocko's mindset: lean into the discomfort. If it's hard, do it anyway. If it scares you, face it head on. Embracing the suck means finding strength in struggle, not running from it. It's about rewiring your brain to seek out challenges rather than avoid them. Challenge yourself to do something uncomfortable every day. Take a cold shower, run an extra mile, or have that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. The more you embrace discomfort, the tougher you'll become. Now let's talk about the power of staying calm under pressure. In combat, panic can get you killed. Jocko learned to stay calm even in the most chaotic and dangerous situations. When bullets are flying and your team's lives are at stake, you can't afford to let fear take over. You have to slow down, assess the situation, and make the best possible decision. That kind of composure under pressure isn't something you're born with, it's trained. In everyday life, stress and chaos are unavoidable. Maybe it's a high-stakes meeting at work, a personal crisis, or an unexpected setback. Most men crumble under pressure because they let stress control them. Jocko's approach: breathe, slow everything down. Focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. Mental toughness is about mastering your emotions, not letting them master you. The next time you feel overwhelmed or stressed, pause and take a deep breath. Remind yourself that panic doesn't solve problems. Break the situation down into smaller, manageable pieces and tackle them one at a time. Now here's a principle that can't be ignored. Never let your guard down. Complacency is the enemy of growth and success. In the SEALs, even a moment of complacency can cost lives. Jocko carries this lesson into everything he does, staying vigilant and prepared. He knows that mental toughness isn't just about handling one big challenge. It's about being ready for anything life throws your way. Most people relax once they've achieved a bit of success. They stop pushing, stop training, and stop being hungry. But Jocko stays sharp. He trains like his life depends on it, even in civilian life, because he knows that the moment you let your guard down is the moment you get blindsided. That's why he's still up at 4:30 a.m., still pushing, still training. It's about never becoming comfortable or complacent. Adopt a mindset of continuous vigilance. Stay prepared, stay hungry, and never get complacent. Success isn't a finish line, it's a journey. And the moment you relax, you start losing your edge. And finally, we have the power of perspective. Jocko is a master at reframing challenges and setbacks. One of his most famous teachings is to respond to adversity with a single word: good. Lost your job? Good. Now you have a chance to find something better. Failed a test? Good. Now you know where you need to improve. Faced with an obstacle? Good. It's an opportunity to grow stronger. This mindset is pure mental toughness. It's about seeing every setback as a setup for a comeback. When you adopt this perspective, nothing can break you. You become the kind of man who can handle anything because you know that every struggle is a chance to level up. It's about choosing to see obstacles as growth opportunities rather than barriers. The next time something bad happens, say good and mean it. Look for the opportunity in the setback. Train yourself to see obstacles as stepping stones and watch how unbreakable you become. So what's the takeaway from Jocko Willink and the Navy SEALs? Mental toughness isn't about being emotionless or never feeling fear. It's about taking accountability, building discipline, embracing discomfort, staying calm, being vigilant, and keeping the right perspective. It's about training your mind to be as strong as your body so that no matter what life throws at you, you can handle it. If you're ready to become mentally tough like a Navy SEAL, hit that subscribe button and join the Chad Guys Brotherhood. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these principles you're going to start using today. And don't just tap that like button, obliterate it if you're serious about building unbreakable mental strength. Because in the end, life isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about facing them head on, getting stronger, and living with the kind of toughness that makes you unstoppable. Jocko Willink has given us the blueprint. Now it's your turn to execute.